We are here at Roots Allotments, Leewoods Meadows, planting lots of trees in our gorgeous field. Part of this project is to get just around 6,000 trees in the ground. This is going to be a mixed biodiversity project with native hedgerow, agroforestry and also a woodland extension at the back. We're putting in these lovely little whips in the ground today. I've got hawthorn and hazel here as an example. Hawthorn's a brilliant hedgerow species that flowers early and supports lots of different types of pollinators. And then hazel is in your classic hedging mix. You let it grow for 7 years and then you lay it down and it becomes super dense and lovely. This action here on this site is going to help support thousands of different animals and insects, and once these areas really get established, it's going to be an absolute haven for biodiversity. With our native hedging, we've really upped our game this year. We've got this gorgeous biodegradable jute matting. We've got bamboo pegs that we've hammered in each side to keep it down. And then, as you see in front of me, we are putting in our whips in a certain order. Now, there's a specification to this. It's 2 hawthorn, 1 hazel, and 2 randoms per square metre. And then once you've got your whip in, it feels nice and snug in the ground and healed in, so it's got soil round the roots, ready to get growing. You pop your bamboo post in, and then our biodegradable tree guard just gets slots over the top. It's super simple. We've been really hard at work at it today. We've had the sun beaming down on us for the first day of planting, and our volunteers have been really happy. So yeah, looking forward to tomorrow and doing it in sideways rain. Some serious conditions up here today. 50-mile-an-hour gusts, sideways rain, everyone is kitted up, getting the trees in, getting the job done. So as you can see, our trees are spaced at 40 centimetres. This gives them enough room to grow without being overcrowded, so they should really establish this year. And then yeah, over the next 6 to 7 years we'll have to lay this hedge down, so it will grow super tall and then it will come back down. But once it has been laid, it's going to be a really densely planted area. It's going to have lots of greenery, lots of habitats, insects and mammals are going to benefit from this. Here is a lovely little dip in the landscape. So we've been looking at it. This is the bottom of our hill, bottom of our site. What we're doing here is we're going to leave a big group of trees out of our planting plan, just so we've got a nice open space for the wetland area to start to establish itself. The site is naturally quite hilly, so we will get water running from the top coming down, so we might dig some swales in and direct the water to this specific area. We've heard that there are greater crested newts in the area, so maybe this could potentially become a really great linking habitat for them. Let's see, as the years go on, we'll monitor it and see what's going on with the biodiversity, but it's going to be a great project to get set up.
Hi, my name is Kay. I'm Patch Manager Support Lead at Roots, and we want to thank everyone today for coming and helping us to plant 6,000 trees. We couldn't really do it without everyone that's come to support us, both volunteers and members and contractors. All together we've come together to plant all of these trees, so it's a really lovely community project that we've been doing here, and yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, nice to meet you. Yeah, nice. I'll be back again with
The trees have been delivered. They look lovely. He's coming back later with more. What is that? Is that scrap metal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable, isn't it? We're meant to be starting a really positive project to plant 6,000 trees up here at our Bristol location. We've just accepted our delivery of what is meant to be wood chip, and unfortunately it's contaminated with plastic, so we're going to have to cover this whole thing up with silage wrap and wait for the supplier to come and take it back. We've spoken to them. They said they've loaded the wrong load in the trailer and delivered it to us, which is really unhelpful considering that this is a really important project for biodiversity. It is something that we come across up and down the country. It's a really frustrating issue with us. We try and work with suppliers who like to minimise this, but there is an endemic issue across the whole system of how we process our organic matter and garden waste. And we really want to work with people to try and solve this. We've got an amazing supplier who we use for our Nottingham site, and we never find any sort of bits of rubbish or anything in our compost. But yeah, just a bit of a disappointing start to the whole project. But we're going to start putting trees in the ground tomorrow. Chew Valley have delivered a load of whips and I'm looking forward to it. We're going to get new wood chip, we'll sort this out, we'll overcome it. We like to work through the problems, we don't like to get stuck in stasis. I don't understand what he's doing.
Am I on your land?
Yeah.
Or what?
He's still on my land for trespassing right now.
Trespassing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not aggravating anybody.
The gentleman is stood in the access on our land and saying that he's not trespassing and he's not blocking. No, I've got some people with me, it'll be fine.
Are you the
Please
responsible?
can you leave?
Are you
Please
responsible?
can you leave?
Okay. I will
Oh my
leave when
God.
the road is clear. You have shovels and brooms over there, but you are making no attempt to clear it. Or advise
clear it.
road users.
We will clear it. Can you come and have a look at the trees that we've just got delivered? No. You don't want to come and have a look at the trees that we've just got delivered, but you are going to continue blocking our access, are you? Yep. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
What's your name? What's your name? I'll have to ring the police.
Good, because you
I will.
good. Call your police.
Yeah.
And tell them that you,
Yeah.
the contractor, is
Yeah.
causing a nuisance by dragging all the mud onto the main road. You are liable.
We
if
are
you-
liable.
for the mud on the main road.
We are trying to do some tree planting. We will clear up after ourselves. You don't
Clear,
need to get angry.
clear up the road first, then the van will be
Move
moved.
the van out of the way, mate.
Clear the road up first. then
Move the van out of the way.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright. This guy's been shouting at me
Yes.
for a long time.
So I understand. One of you called us?
Yes, I did.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Um,
I'm getting someone to sort this out.
no, I understand that.
I've tried to explain it to him, but he's just a bit shouting at me.
I get that. He's going to move the van now.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm guessing this is the only access in and out for
It is,
cars
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Is that what they do? Is just block the access so you
Yeah.
can't go with your work?
Block the access either with a car or they get a group of them together and then they stand there and they actively stop people coming in.
I'm fairly local, so I'm aware of the issues you've had
Yeah.
over the last year or two.
It's really sad because we've got quite a vocal majority of people who oppose it, but we've also got people who live 5-minute walk away who grow with us and they love it, and it's like,
No, I get that.
it's so sad. It's
Yeah.
so sad.
Yeah, and all because there's a bit of mud on the road.
I'm surrounded by an absolute menagerie of incredible native species trees that we've got from Chew Valley trees. They've been grown down the road, and we've got a whole range of species that are going to bring a multitude of benefits to this land. There's going to be thousands of different invertebrates and creatures that are going to eventually benefit from them once they're really established and grown. So we're really looking forward to seeing the progress of the site and monitoring the different things that are going to be interacting with the areas that we're creating. Let's run through some of these species that we've got. One of my absolute favourites is elder. You might know it from elderberry. You buy about elderberry syrup for 10 quid a bottle in the health food store. Well, we can grow it and we can benefit from it. Next up is this, well, we've got small leaved lime. Now, lime trees I absolutely love. They're a beautiful native species. They offer a gorgeous little flower for pollinators. And if you're having trouble sleeping, then you can actually harvest the flower and make tea out of it as a lovely little herbal nighttime tipple. Hawthorn, you know, early spring, you're driving through the countryside or wherever there's a native hedgerow, you'll see these explosions of beautiful white flowers. Hawthorn, it flowers early for the pollinators. It's an incredible, incredible tree. So we're really happy to be including it in a majority of the mix of native hedgerow that's going in. Now this thorny little friend here is called dog rose, and it's one of the most common Yep, we spoke to the police about it and we have performed them. Are you going to move or do I have to ring them again? We've had police here already this morning and we've got the same gentleman coming back and taking photos and blocking our access again after he's been told to move on already by the police. Sorry mate, we've got a delivery coming in, can you move?
Permission to pass through.
You
don't
are
have
currently
permission
making
to
the
stay.
highways dangerous because our delivery can't get in.
Could you reverse?
Sorry, I'm gonna.
Just back there, out the way. It's about time I did some land work, apparently. That was too far for me.
Send people off with. We're starting our native woodland planting. So what we've done is we've marked out the area where the wetland's going to go so we don't get loads of leaf litter falling in our pond and causing different disruptions to the water and the life within it. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start planting clusters of oak, beech, hornbeam and birch. And once we've done that, we'll be planting different shrubs and trees in between the clusters. So the trees will grow as a cluster. They like the friendship, the companionship of their same type. And we also noticed that there's a lovely big oak up here as well. So we thought, well, why don't we start in the corner with the oaks? How to plant your little trees, it's really simple. We've not had our delivery of tree guards yet. I'm really looking forward to getting them next week. So we're doing about 2.5 metre spacings between the trees in the cluster, trying not to make them nice and linear because we don't like linear forests. There's no linear forests in nature, are there? So we get our rock spike, bang it in the ground, wiggle it around enough for the root system. And we're going to pop our little oak in, set an intention. Good night, Mr. Oak. And I'm just going to squidge in the compost and soil around it. Then we'll get our stake. Knock it in nice and tight. And we've got our lovely biodegradable mulch mat here. And then all we'll do is put a bamboo peg in each corner. And then that's nice and secure. And then once we get our delivery of good wood chip, we're going to be putting a nice 10 centimetre depth of wood chip around the base, creating a mulch and a weed suppressant. And then in the next couple of years, we'll have to come round and hand weed each one of these trees to give it the best chance of success. So a little fact that I actually learnt at Organic Growers Gathering is that if you don't mulch your trees, it can hinder their growth by up to 80% in a year. So getting a nice wood chip base around all of your fruit trees, your native woodland trees, it will really give them a good start in life, put on that growth, and then you'll develop your forest or your orchard way quicker.
Where do you want this? This would be a nice feature tree.
Yeah, like kind of central with the
Yeah,
trees,
I was
maybe?
going to say like this. The prettier trees. Oh mate, you've got bird's nest fungus growing on here as well. That's interesting.
Is that good or bad?
That's good. Nice type of mushroom. You've seen them before, look. Called bird's nest fungus because it literally looks like a tiny bird's nest.
It does, doesn't it? That's adorable.
Dan, lovely to have you here today at our Leewoods Meadows site. This is, we're stood in the area that's going to become the agroforestry market garden, but I think it'd be great if you could tell us a little bit about Generation Soil and sort of what you guys are up to.
Yeah, absolutely. So far it's pretty much just a composting project. We're collecting food waste from households, taking it to a composting facility and turning it into like really living soil, like full of microbes, full of worms, full of fungi, and yeah, giving that soil back to the people that are giving us their food waste. So it's kind of a one-for-one exchange. And then the thought being that with the extra food we'll be able to support the project moving forward. It's kind of early stages still, but a big goal for us is like circular food.
Okay.
So yeah, compost creation's one part of that. Another part is cooking that food once it comes out the other end, and the kind of missing piece at the moment is the market garden, the place for growing food, the place for putting that compost back into the soil, for generating food. And yes, that's kind of the new objective.
Love that. That sounds amazing. And how many people have you got signed up?
I think we're on about 25 people or so, but
Good going.
we've actually intentionally aimed to start small, like really nail it and then scale it. And I think we're
Beautiful.
getting to the point where we're really understanding what methods work best for generating soil, literally.
Generating soil for the next generation. I love it, man. I love it, because like, you know, getting the growing space, it's really hard finding access to land for food growers and land workers. So this is why it was important for us to find a partner like you guys. In Croydon, we've partnered up with Black Growth, CIC. They've got our 2-acre market garden down there. So it's really exciting to be doing another one of these projects across the country. Hopefully we'll get more projects like this up and down the country and create hundreds of market gardens and local food systems and people on the land. It'll be amazing. Good, good. Happy to hear that, gang. We will kill them with kindness, and that is the only way we can move forward. Oh, shame you couldn't hear what they were saying, because she was basically saying that when she first started to grow along the footpath, a lot of people just refused to speak to her. And now she's been there for a few months. She's engaging in conversation with local people who walk past, and some of them even brought their kids down to learn how to plant garlic. So it's lovely that we are starting to create a bridge. Our community members are being kind to people who maybe have not been so kind to us and not said the nicest things online. And I do hope in the next few years' time, all this can be water under the bridge and we can grow together. Everyone come together for the last one. This is a big moment. Thanks for all your hard work, gang. Go on, Willem, slip that tube on. Whee! So that is the last tree put in the ground. I'm so proud of the community, the volunteers, and everyone who's worked together to put these trees where they need to be. I'm super impressed to see thousands and thousands of trees, shrubs, and plants in the ground. It's an amazing feeling, and just like looking at the transformation of this space, I can't wait to see what it looks like in 20, 30, 40 years' time. We want to be on this land forever. We want it to be land that people can grow on, nature can benefit from. We're looking at the wider picture and the lack of green spaces for people to grow on. It's super important for us to preserve areas like this and make sure that they can work for both humans and the natural world. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please check out more of our videos and the content that's coming in the future. We've got many sites across the UK now, thousands of growers who all want to take part in activities like this. So keep an eye out for insect habitat making, fruit tree planting, hedgerow laying. Maybe we might even do some cooking and fermenting, but keep tuned in and keep on growing, people.